Today the subject I want to cover is CAFS, Compressed Air Foam System. Okay, I've had a lot of people come up to me and say CAFS is an overpriced, overrated system. My answer to that is you got to be educated in order to make that determination. And what I want to do today is try to educate you the tactics of CAFS, why it works, and basically a theory behind it. And then you can make your decision, is it an overpriced, overrated system? Okay, CAFS isn't something that's brand new. This was developed back in the 40s, somewhere in that area, time period then. It was developed through the Navy, and what it was for is to flood a compartment without sinking the ship so they could put out a fire. So the theory of CAFS has been around quite some time. To make CAFS and produce CAFS is really very simple. What you got to have basically is water. You can produce CAFS just anything. Okay, the next item we have to have is we got to have foam. So we add our soap. Okay. Now, to produce CAFS, we have to have equal pressure on our water and our air. Okay, we've got our water, we've got soap, and we've got air. Why don't we have CAFS? What are we missing? Now, there's two terminologies you want to remember. One is scrub, and one is strip. Scrub is very simple. I'm missing scrub. I got to scrub this now. I go in here and I slush it around. This is scrubbing. This is actually mixing. Now there's different theories of mixing. Now the better you scrub, for instance, I'm going to use this whisk, which is a better scrubber. See, I've got a better scrubbing, so I'm making a better CAFS. All CAFS is bubbles. I'm creating a bubble. Okay. On this bubble, pick up this bubble. Okay, what is a bubble? It's a very thin layer of water. Now stripping is the popping of bubbles. That's where you heard the terminology stripping. What's good CAFS and what's poor CAFS? You'll hear instructors talk about bubble structure and how, basically the main thing is bubble structure. What are we looking at in bubble structure? Very simple. Which one is a better CAFS? This. My bubble structure is smaller. I've got more moisture here than I have here, or I can make it stickier too. Off of it. That's all the difference there is in bubble structure. Just think of shaving cream. The thicker, the smaller the bubble, the better the CAFS. And that's all in your scrubbing effect. When they first started fighting fire in the bucket brigade, why was the bucket used? To carry the water to the fire. Okay, then we come up with the pump. What's the pump used for? Same thing. Get the water to the fire. Get the wet stuff onto the hot stuff. When the pumps first come out, people go, that's an overpriced, overrated deal. We got a bucket. We don't need that. I feel CAFS has got the same scenario. You've got to learn about it. Okay, it takes 4 things to make a CAFS system work. First is the pump. Get the wet stuff onto the hot stuff. Next is a foam injection system. We've got to have that foam in that water. Third is the air system. Since we've got water pressure, we've got to have air pressure. We have to have an air source. And fourth is the CAFS system. That's the system that measures the water, measures the air, equalizes the pressure, puts them together, and scrubs it.